Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some of the new FIFA 17 Pro Clubs features that EA released a couple of days ago. So I'm basically going to be running you through the article that is on the EA Sports website. I'll leave a link to the article in the description if you guys want to check it out. But without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So one of the main things that have changed in FIFA 17 Pro Clubs, and to be honest there's actually quite a lot of stuff that has changed. I'm quite surprised because, you know, to be honest, Pro Clubs felt like it was sort of dying a bit in FIFA. They haven't really changed much for the last few FIFAs, to be honest, so I thought it was going to sort of find its way out of the game over these next few years. But they have actually changed it. They've completely sort of changed all the menus and everything, so it does look very cool, very new. And yeah, as you can see, one of the main things here is the player growth. So it says on here that player growth has completely changed in FIFA 17. The new system is based upon your overall match rating to really focus on teamwork and cooperation, authentically recreating real-world football where teamwork is the most important aspect. So that's pretty cool, you know, because one of the main reasons I don't really play Pro Clubs much, or haven't in the last few FIFAs, is because, you know, when you go online, you come across people in your team that don't really pass it much, to be honest. You know, they hog the ball for most of the match, try and do skill runs and stuff, and obviously get all the glory, they get all the goals, and you just sort of don't get the ball much, to be honest. That's what I've found, and you often find yourself, you find your team losing the ball a lot, and it can, you know, you just don't feel in the game, which is probably one of the main reasons I don't play it much. But it seems like they're really trying to focus on sort of passing the ball around, playing like you would in a normal match in professional football, you know, in a real life match. So you get more points, more rewards for sort of passing the ball around instead of just going on skill runs and stuff, which I think would actually be really good. It would change the way people play. Obviously you can go on skill runs as well, but you know, if you don't do too well on them, you are going to lose your player rating is going to go down. I think it seems like they're sort of rewarding people more for sort of passing the ball around, you know, and working as a team, which is pretty cool. Then moving on to the next bit is the match rating. Obviously there's already been a match rating in the last few Pro Clubs features, but I think they've slightly changed it. It says on here, after you have completed a match, you'll receive a match rating out of 10. Depending upon which position you play, certain aspects of your player will level up at different speeds. For example, a striker will grow shooting more quickly than defending. Chart your progress and see how your player has developed. You'll be able to track how each of the individual attributes are growing at the end of every match based upon your match ratings. So as you can see, it's obviously it looks a lot different on this from this picture here. One of the main things I think that they've changed about this, because obviously there has been a match rating of the last few FIFAs, as I said. I think you've always been sort of rated out of 10 at the end of each match. To be honest, I've always found them pretty harsh. You know, I've always done pretty well in matches, but they always somehow get a sort of 6.4 or something match rating. But as you can see on here, you can sort of see each attribute, how it is growing. Obviously, as you can see from this picture, slide tackle is nearly gone from 27 to 28. The bar is nearly full, so I guess, you know, make a couple more slide tackles, and obviously his slide tackling on the card is going to go up. And the same with like sprint speed and short passing and stuff. You can see how it's sort of monitor it, see how it's growing, which is pretty cool, because I don't think you could do that on the last few FIFAs. It was kind of hard to tell how each attribute was sort of increasing and how it was doing and how you need to grow it. But obviously you can see a lot more clearly, you know, how you can get better stats on Pro Clubs, which is pretty cool. And moving on to the traits section, it says on here that in addition you'll have the option to select from a wider variety of traits to give a new layer of depth to how your player grows. Spend skill points that are earned in game to equip specific traits to physical, defending, dribbling, passing, shooting, pace or goalkeeping. Maybe you want to have a giant throw-in trait or more pace. It's up to you to customise your player. Each trait comes with a different skill point cost, which are earned by playing league or cup matches, so think wisely before selecting. So that's what it says. As you can see from this picture here, there are loads of traits, to be honest. There's loads of tabs: physical, defending, as you can see, dribbling, passing, shooting, pace and goalkeeping. They're all the tabs. And on this tab, on the shooting tab, which they're showing on here, there is 6 different traits that there's to choose from. So I would have thought, you know, there's a lot of traits to sort of customise how your player plays. Obviously there's long shots trait, as shown on this picture here at the moment, which increases your long shot stats, obviously. So you'll be able to score sort of more goals from outside the box, which is pretty cool. And there'll probably be other ones, you know, to do with free kicks, or it just gives you a different way of customising how you want your player to play, whether you want them to be really quick or really good in midfield with really good dribbling and passing. It's really up to you, to be honest. It looks really cool, you know, there's a lot more options to choose from, and it just sort of lets you customise how you want your player to play a lot more than it has in previous Pro Clubs games. But moving on to customisation, and these are the last 2 basically features that they have changed in FIFA 17 Pro Clubs, and that is kit's one of these. So as you can see, choose from 24 kit templates available in FIFA 17 and customise them to match your team's personality. You'll have the option to select primary, secondary and tertiary colours to really add a layer of flair to your unique strips. That's pretty cool. It's one thing that was anticipated by a lot of other YouTubers. They were thinking that customising kits is going to come out in FIFA 17, as you can see on here, has been confirmed. So you'll basically be able to sort of create your own kit for pro clubs, which is pretty cool if you want to start a club. Obviously there'll be a sort of a limit to how much creativity you'll be able to have. I mean, you won't be able to like do your own drawings and stuff on the shirts, but you know, you can choose what sort of kits they are. You know, obviously the colours you can change and stuff like that. Just gives you a bit more creativity to make your own sort of kits and choose what you want your team to look like, to be honest, which is pretty cool. Then moving on to badges, which is the final point on this article, and it says that add that all important crest to your personal kit to really feel like a part of the club. Select your crest shape and design before choosing the primary colour. Now you'll have a crest to kiss in celebration of your famous victories. And that is the last point in this article, and obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously you can choose what you want your crest to look like for your club. Obviously change the colours and stuff, which is pretty cool. Again, you know, links in with the kit, so you can really sort of customise what you want your kit to look like, and then you can choose what sort of emblem you want to have on your kit, which is pretty cool. Obviously it just makes you feel like more part of a club, rather than having to have a logo of a different team or something that you don't really support. But that's pretty cool. And as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of features. You know, I wasn't expecting there to be that many features changed or added into FIFA 17. As I said, I thought Pro Clubs was dying a little bit on FIFA, because obviously the last few FIFAs haven't really changed anything, but it does look very cool on here. But yeah, that's today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more FIFA 17 content, leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.